try to balance this. I gotta charge it at the same time. So if it tips over, that's why. I'm sorry. And who's ready to learn tonight? Huh? Oh, God. As always, guys, it's not going to show up at first, so hit the like button. Let me know how many people are in here. What's up, Connie? How you doing? How are we doing tonight? It has been a very fast-paced, erratic, up and down, but pretty good day myself. What about you? Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, I do see you in here now, Connie. So, were you here last night by chance? Because tonight kind of goes with what we started last night. I don't know. I guess I'll give it a little bit. You guys let me know if you can hear me. I wish I had a secondary device to check this. Can you hear me all right, guys? You can't hear me? Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'll just do this. I'll just have to do this. Alright. Can you guys hear me now? I was trying to make it easier so I didn't have to be like yelling over the fan or anything, but if you can't hear the okay, if you can't hear the Bluetooth, then I definitely want to make sure you guys hear me. So, call me. Were you here last night by chance? Okay. Let's get up here, get my back all scrunched up. Okay. So you caught the symbology of the cross and all that other stuff. Good. Okay, so tonight, then, by seeing what the title is, and part of the thumbnail is actually in there, we get to talk, ladies and gentlemen. We get to talk. Oh, no? So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we get to talk about the original symbology. The original symbology of my long ass fingers. You can't do it right, but the triangle. And I'm going to show you how something that got released into the cultural zeitgeist took control of all of your minds, and now all of you think that when somebody does this, they mean the Illuminati. But I'm actually going to show you that these people that are actually doing this are, one, far more intelligent than you are, and two, and most importantly, they're actually flashing what the original Trinity is all about. What's up? Oh my God, okay, for one, I'm a Packers fan. I apologize personally that those motherfuckers took Jordan Love instead of you. I know that's not the real Justin Jefferson, but, you know. A Packer fan can wish, right? We might get Devontae back, so fingers crossed. So, original symbology, ladies and gentlemen, of the triangle. Do you know where it originated from? Now, if you look it up on Google or DuckDuckGo or anything like that, a lot of them are going to come up with the same answers because this is what everybody agrees upon. It comes from original Egypt, which is Kemet. So I don't know if you would consider it Cometian, or I don't know how that's actually pronounced. I don't have teeth, so you can blame it on that. But it is actually not Egyptian. It is Proto-Egyptian, which is Cometian, or however you say that. So, originally, in Kemet, this symbol stood for two things. wisdom and divinity. Now, it stood as this symbol, and this is why they built the pyramids in that structure, because they considered it divine. And now that we're finding out that they might possibly be ancient power plants, that kind of makes more sense too now, doesn't it? So, wisdom and divinity. And then this lasted for X number of thousands of years. And then you wind up with the Greeks, specifically. It would be the, what? Oh, God, I always draw a blank on it. Pythagoras. The Pythagoreans. And they decided to add, on top of wisdom and divinity, balance and, what was that other one? Balance, wisdom, divinity. There's a fourth one to it. There's a fourth one. I'm missing it. Anyways, from this original model, it grew into the Pythagoreans addition to it. So when somebody actually flashes you this sign, it's not the Illuminati. For one, it's not. I'm sorry. If that's what you came here thinking that you're going to hear, it's not. They are showing you that they are initiates in a mystery school much more ancient and much more esoteric and occult than the Illuminati could ever be. We're talking about people that dedicate themselves to understanding the origin of the connection. And if that kind of goes over your head, you can go back to the other lives that I've been doing. I've been setting this up the whole time. They understand the connection. They understand what I talk about when I say the 7 divine bloodlines or the 7 royal bloodlines. They understand where the true power from the flow of the universe comes from. I like to dress it up because you guys like to have your little symbological cake and eat too. But it's really teaching you where this all comes from. It teaches you the direct origin of where the concept of divinity comes from. And no, it's not Father, Son, Holy Ghost. If you want to break it down into a trinity, because technically, like I said, it's wisdom and divinity. I'm a surfer, so I kind of like that. If you want to break it down, it would be balance, wisdom, and divinity. The 3 things one needs to awaken their soul. There you go. So, I've shown last night how the cross holds no ownership to Christianity or anything else. The swastika holds no ownership to Nazi Germany or anything like that. They are actually 2 of the 3 most divine symbols in existence. In existence. Take that in, ladies and gentlemen. 2 of the 3 most divine symbols in existence. No one can have ownership of those. Those are there for the initiates. Those are there for the ones who want to take the esoteric path, that want to know more. They're the ones that are there to make you ask why. And what's been, I have a lot of underlying themes through this whole thing, but what's been one of them? I mentioned a few of them just in explaining the triangle. Balance, divinity, this whole connection, the entire connection through the entire thing. Like I said, I don't care if you guys disagree with me. I don't care what any of you have to say. What I care about is you hear what I'm telling you, and it sparks that magician, that why. Because remember, everything is symbolism. Everything. The ancients, like they like to dress it up as, they're simply communicating to you as if you were a child. And you gotta remember that. A lot of these things are a lot more literal than you allow them to be, and a lot of the symbology you take literally when you shouldn't. Do you see the problem? Like, even the way people look at it, and it's going to come out harsh, but you know, you kind of have to have a slap in the face before you can adjust to be like, oh shit, okay, let me be better. Let me be better. But however you want to dress it up, you guys need to know. You guys need to know all of this. Because like I outlined last night, and this says it through every ancient culture, we all rise or we all fall. Do you guys know? Do you guys honestly know what the original Blood Moon Prophecy says? Do you guys? Like, honestly. I know most people have the Ghostbusters version in the back of their head. You know, the moon became black as sackcloth, and blood, and seas boiled, skies gray, Judgment Day, all that BS. But have you actually researched it and sat down and read the original interpretation of the Blood Moon Prophecy? Have you? I put out a little short earlier today, and you guys don't have to go watch it. I'm basically going to sum it up for you right now. Alright? So, everybody's been so focused on this 3-3 portal because, like science shows with this alignment and everything else, everybody gets more amped up. You get more creative. You want to put out more. You feel yourself more. You want to Tarzan that shit, right? So, like, there's a real world application to your spiritual symbology right there. But so with this portal, I mean, it's science. It's going to amp you up. You have 7 planets, 7 different energies, 7 different vibrations, 7 different, Tesla's 3, like I always go back to. All of them in the same path, in the same frequency for a certain amount of time. It's going to amplify everything. It's going to amplify your want to do something. It's going to amplify your need to do something. It's going to amplify the results that come back, because what have I been teaching you? Everything is cause and effect. Nothing is choice in this existence. Nothing. In this existence right here, with the rules of the game by the way of the universe, nothing is choice. Everything is the effect of a cause that already happened. And because our attention spans are this big, something negative can happen to you right now, and you're like, I've been a good person, what? You're not thinking about, Joe Blow that you screwed over like 20 years ago. Because the universe doesn't work on our time. You gotta remember that. Right? You also have to remember, when I bring up the Blood Moon Prophecy, the whole concept of the Blood Moon Prophecy is seeing this blood moon all the way around the world. Everybody likes to blow it up from the perspective of today, being like, well, if it's not seen all the way around the world, it's not going to come true, because that's impossible. It can't be seen. Slow down, Turbo. Slow down. And let me both help you understand this and prove how much more intelligent I am than all of you. This thing was written 4 to 5,000 years ago. What was the known world 4 to 5,000 years ago? So you have to take yourself back to that mindset. You have to go back in history and look up and see what they considered the known world at the time of the last blood moon and the prophecy that came out of it. So, as far as I'm concerned, the blood moon on March 25th actually is the first time that fulfills the complete prophecy for the first time in almost 5,000 years. But I digress. Now, let's get into the blood moon prophecy, ladies and gentlemen, because I just explained to you what the triangle was, and much like I like to shit on other YouTubers about, because, you know, authenticity, they will make a bullshit video of 20 to 30 minutes, fluffing it up, making you watch every goddamn second of it, right? Every goddamn second. Money, pay me, right? Look at that. Like, I spent some time just doing an intro just to wait for you guys, the majority of you guys, to get in here. And then I explained it in, what, 5 minutes? Like a decent explanation in 5 minutes? Just, all you pretenders, go away. Class is in session. The real teacher is here. Thank you. So, bye. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Alright. Yeah, it wouldn't let me... Oh, damn, it wouldn't let me reorientate it. Okay. So, blood moon prophecy. They like to go into detail, and they like to fluff it up, right? They like to be like, oh, seas boil, sky's gray. The original interpretation was much more vague than that. Literally, here's basically how it breaks down. In the first stage of the blood moon prophecy, you see the blood moon, and then within X amount of time, I'm not smart enough to even assume that they told time the same way that we did, so I have no idea how long this is supposed to take. Anybody that tells you that it's X amount of time, it's an estimation, guys. They're lying to you. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're taking a guess. So, X amount of time after the blood moon happens, right? X amount of time. The king falls, or the king dies, whatever, what have you. Now, modern interpretation would give it to be like whoever is in power or whatever else. But you got to remember first who originally wrote this. And there are two sources. One is older than the other. Now, the modern interpretation is taken from the Bible, which is roughly what? It was constructed about 1600 years ago, give or take, right? The other interpretation is from actual Babylon, which is about 4,000 years ago. And then there's one older source for the blood moon prophecy that comes in at just around almost 5,000 years, and that's from Akkadian sources, which is notably older than Babylon, because Babylon comes out of both Sumer and Akkadia to make Babylon. So the blood moon prophecy actually comes from an Akkadian source, which is technically, let's be honest, the Akkadians and the Sumerians, basically cousins. They're basically the same people. Like, you can run a DNA test and they're the same people. Like, so basically it comes out as Sumer. So you can attach that to anything as far as like Enki and the Anunnaki and anything else like that. Which whatever you want to believe about the Anunnaki, and like I said in both streams last night, um, Atlantis is bunk. It never existed. An advanced civilization, I will agree with you on, but it is proven that Plato is a fucking liar. So, get Atlantis out of your head. There was never an Atlantis, never one thing with 6 concentric circles. That was all made up. And even they, in their own Hellenistic Greek sources, say he bastardized the original story told by the Egyptians, brought back by Solon. So, I'm sorry, like Jimmy Corsetti or anybody that like buys into that. Like personally, I side more with Randall Carlson. You guys all know that. But no, nothing about Atlantis is true. Nothing. Now, could you take that and like say layer that over like the actual ancient civilization was like that? As far as structure goes, probably. But as far as full detail about how advanced they were, and that was all Plato jerking himself off. Like, to be honest, that was Plato jerking himself off. Like, I'm so creative. Look what I can do. Like, he's basically the egotistical version of Stephen King. I don't really think Stephen King's egotistical, so like take Stephen King and ramp him up by 11, and that's basically Plato. He was a habitual liar about everything. A habitual liar about everything. So you can throw out Atlantis and all that other stuff, but as far as the blood moon prophecy goes, and that's why I say you can actually take this with some sort of take it with a grain of salt, but at the same time you can hang your hat on it to a certain degree. What does Obi-Wan say? A certain point of view. Yeah. Hold on, guys.
Can I borrow you in my room on my TV?
Yeah, give me a second. Why do they do that? Can somebody tell me? Like, I do everything, right? I get it done, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna do my thing. Leave me alone. Why does everybody have to be a goddamn energy vampire? Like, oh, hey, I see you trying to make something of yourself. I see you trying to hold yourself accountable. So when you get up and do work tomorrow, you make it a better day than you had today. Why do people want to hold you in that rut? Why are people so content on keeping you in that hole with them? Why won't they allow you to climb out? Why do they have to make it all about that? Like, I've been doing this for 23 minutes. You know what I'm doing. There are other people in the house that can help you. You are making a scene so you are noticed. Like, why? Oh, we can't have Dustin outshining anybody. He started doing this for himself, and people are starting to watch, and there's a possibility that he can monetize the channel now because people are watching. Oh no, we can't let him make anything of himself now, can we? Can we? God forbid. God forbid that instead of cheering somebody on, you got to keep trying to hold somebody down. Oh no, let's make it about me. Dude. Like, I think everybody that has ever come through my life needs to give me my fucking flowers by this point. Like, honestly. Like, because everybody is all, I got it, and then like 5 minutes later, can you do it for me? Oh no, it's going good, bro. It's going good. Yeah. No, I think it would do better if we added somebody and they were popular. And then I leave and look what happened. I think people need to give me my fucking flowers for the shit that I bring to the table, for the way that I'm able to move everything forward in such a natural progression that you think you're doing it all by yourselves when I'm actually giving you the strength that you didn't even know you had inside you. And then I step away because you take yourselves for granted. You take me for granted. And you think you can do it, and then you stall out at a certain point because you don't have my creativity with you anymore to keep pushing you forward. No, I think it's time everybody in my goddamn life give me my fucking flowers. Because this is bullshit. Like, what the fuck are you doing? In the 4 months I've been doing this, have they done that once? No. But suddenly they find out because I'm having a conversation with my friend about how well it's going. They find out, and now they're trying to make a scene. I'm important too. What the fuck is up with people? I know this took a turn off the rails, but I mean, what the fuck? Like, I don't... Why would you put me in hell to do my work? I don't get it. I really don't get it. What was it about this experience right here that made me need to be here to experience this while I made myself better? I've already learned patience. So I've already learned control. I've already learned balance. So what is this one? Is it me having to stand up for myself in an aggressive manner on camera? I don't know. I really don't know. That's going to be something that I'm going to have to analyze tonight, I think. I think I'm going to have to overanalyze that. Because I really... What is it about? Is it ego? Is it like I missed my time? I didn't do anything with my life? So if I see somebody who's actually trying and getting somewhere with it, with holistic intentions, I need to try to hitch my wagon to that to keep myself significant, even though I was never significant to begin with. I don't get it. I really don't. Yeah, this took a turn as soon as that happened. That's weird. You can see the energy shift. Like, you can literally see it in the video as soon as it happened. It's like, you tried using black magic, you bitch. That's what I'm talking about. Words, intentions, feelings, vibrations, everything. That's all magic. It's not some hocus pocus poof bullshit. It's literally me sitting here talking to you. What I'm doing is magic. Teaching is magic. Sparking interest, sparking knowledge, bringing you alive, telling you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I mean, let's just take this. Hold on.
Are you online?
Yeah, I've been online for 30 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry, because she's talking. Do you want me to put her out?
No, she's done for the night. It's bedtime.
Alright.
Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? This is... Okay, so let's go over this. I'm going to be, because that just happened, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to lay it out. I'm going to tell you guys what's going on. I'm going to be completely honest. Here we go. You ready? There's only two of you here, so it's nice and cozy. It's intimate. Here we go. Alright? So I started making content again about 4 months ago. I did it deliberately because my channel had been dead for 2 years, right? No traction, no nothing. I could come on here and do a video or do a live, and it's never going to go anywhere. So it's the perfect thing to use just to keep myself accountable, right? Because nothing's going to happen with it. Because when you start a channel, ladies and gentlemen, when you start a channel, YouTube gives you all the momentum in the world. It's just left up to you to stay consistent and set your own schedule about, I'm going to put videos out at this time on this day. And just like with a live, like if you do a live every single day, it's going to expect you in the algorithm, in the data stream, to do that every single day, right? Right. Now imagine doing that for roughly 5 years and then just stopping cold turkey all at once. Hit the brakes, you're stopped. Boom, boom, boom. Your channel is forgotten. You technically shouldn't be able to catch the wave anymore, if you catch my drift. If you catch my drift. It shouldn't be able to happen. So the type of traction that I've gotten, not just in the last 4 months, but specifically in the last month, has ramped it up to a point where it's made my channel relevant again in the algorithm. Like I said, I'm authentic, so I'm being honest. I sell with integrity. I sell with ethics, right? So by bumping it back into the algorithm, that's why stuff like last night happened out of nowhere. What's going on, Bones? That's why stuff like last night happened out of nowhere. Like I literally had 2 streams. One had almost 300, the other one had almost 700. Like, believe me when I tell you, that should not be possible. My channel should not be able to do that. At all. At all. And people overhear this. And then they're like, oh, I can put myself out there. No, you can't. You didn't do the work that I did. You didn't put yourself out there the way that I did. You can't come in and steal whatever glory I have the right to. Because you feel like, how dare he outshine me in any degree? Like, what the fuck was that? Like, honestly. Why are people like that? Why? If someone shows, like, genuine specialness, why do you have to stomp it out to make yourself feel better? Why? Why don't you why do you crush? Why don't you uplift? I think that's the lesson for today. What's going on, Wes? Like, I really think that's the lesson for the day is you need to stop making it about yourselves. You need to uplift the people around you instead of crushing them to make yourself feel better. Instead of trying to step into the spotlight when someone else is in it, you just need to be happy for that person. I know you are. I know you are, buddy. You showed up for both of them yesterday, or the first one? I can't remember. I want to say the first one. I don't remember you being in the second. But, yeah. That's just... I guess it's one of the peculiarities of life, right? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Right. Probably. It's just that. I don't get it. Like, I mean, granted, yes, it's pat myself on the back, like I put in a lot of work, and suddenly, like, just naturally, I'm raising a dead channel back into an algorithm and making it relevant again. Not even in the genre. And that's a big thing, ladies and gentlemen. My channel is labeled as gaming, as football, and it's gaining traction in the esoteric and spiritual communities. So, like, again, like, this is doing things it shouldn't do, if you guys get me. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, it's, so yeah, there might be a chance, guys, because I know you guys have brought this up before. There might be a chance very soon that I'm able to monetize the channel, and then I'm able to put memberships and super chats and all that stuff in place. Which, I mean, if it gets to that point, like, I've earned it honestly, so I will go ahead and do it. Like I said, I'm honest, guys. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. Like, I'm honest about everything. Because if I put in the work to genuinely come on here every night and just talk to you guys, and I'm able to generate that just by traction and showing up alone, I think I kind of deserve the ability to withdraw that. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, pay me money. Like, I don't even ask you guys to subscribe, right? I ask you guys to like the video just to let me know if you guys are in the chat before it shows up on the counter. That way, like, I know if I have somebody to talk to. And when I have a point of reference to start, basically, right? But that's all. Like, it's... Hey, buddy. Like, it's always been completely up to you guys, and I'm going to keep it that way, and I'm going to continue to be honest with you guys about that. Like, so yeah, if it continues going the way that it's gone, and as you notice, I didn't put a extravagant... Get out of there, Dustin, you're trying to talk. I didn't put an extravagant title up there or anything else like that. I wanted to keep it, you know, close to the chest. I wanted to keep it honest tonight for the ones that always come back. So yeah, I just wanted to be honest with you guys about that. I wanted to let you guys know that if it does come to that, I will be monetizing the channel, because this shouldn't have happened. My channel was dead for 2 years. This shouldn't have happened at all. Not at all. So yeah, if I have the chance, I'm going to monetize it, and then we'll see where it goes from there. I don't see me changing anything. It's still going to be me showing up every night talking about all this esoteric knowledge that I have that everybody likes to bastardize in the modern age. But yeah, this was just, I gave you a little bit of a lesson. I taught you what the triangle is. So remember, it's not Father, Son, Holy Ghost. It's, when you see this, it's not even the Illuminati. It's balance, wisdom, divinity. That is what the triangle means. And then, like I said, I wanted to be honest with you guys there, because of what you guys have been doing. You guys have been showing up for this. Granted, I go live sometimes at beneficial times, I guess. I didn't think I was, but it looks like I'm carving a spot out for myself. like right here, right now. So we'll see how it goes. But if they do allow me to remonetize the channel, I'm going to get every penny that is sitting in that account, because I don't know if you guys know this. I'm going to let you guys in on a little bit of inside YouTuber information. But even if your channel is not monetized, every view, every second is counted toward a dollar amount. And once you have your channel monetized, you can access that money. So can you imagine? Because like I told you guys, I've never made a dime off this, right? Can you imagine me being able to monetize the channel? How much do you think is there? Because they won't even show me yet. How much do you think is there over 13 years? Especially during times when I was putting out videos that were doing 10, 20, 30,000 views on 3 separate channels that I control, all going to the same account. I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see, but I mean, if it genuinely gets there, I will monetize it, and I'll let you guys know that it is monetized. The videos, if we're being honest, I will put, you know, commercials and shit on the videos, but I promise you guys, if it gets monetized, I won't put commercials on here. If there's a commercial that pops up on a live that I do, it's fucking YouTube. It's not me. I will tell you that much. Again, I sell with honesty, I sell with integrity, and I sell with ethics, right? I'm not the typical boss. And I've made a career out of that. Imagine that. Anyways, so I think that covers it for tonight, guys. There has been a lot of news coming out the last 2 days that I've been trying to like kind of dig into to see if there's anything to really talk about, and I think there is one, much like I brought to you with the Popular Mechanics article about that third state between life and death, you know, your cellular consciousness, your genetic memory. There is another one that I started looking into a few days ago. There is a pyramid that was found. It's over 25,000 years old. Now, keep in mind, guys, that even proto-recorded history goes between 13 to 15,000 years ago, okay? That is the known span before, from cataclysm till now, right? Now we have things showing up that are 20, 25, almost 30,000 years old. And it's legitimate. They don't even know if it's man-made. Imagine that. So, yeah, us having creators, us being genetically manipulated, us having things in our genetic code that can only be there by genetic manipulation. Everything's starting to come together. So I think we're going to talk about that tomorrow night, guys. I think I will do a catchy title and a catchy thumbnail, because I think we can really have fun with that topic tomorrow, much like we had fun last night. And at this point, I just want to have fun, right? So yeah, we'll see where it goes. Well, I'm not gonna take this thing any seriously than I already have. Like, it's gotten to the point where it is by me going, all right, let's see what happens. So I'm being honest with you guys. I'm being forthright. I'm being transparent. But at the same time, I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, this is what got me here. We're gonna keep doing this. Faith, what can I tell you? So we'll see. And I hope you guys had a good day. I had a very chaotic, busy day. And then, of course, that. But yeah. So you guys have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be. Remember, love yourself and protect yourself. Because if you can't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. And you can't protect yourself, you can't protect anybody else. Right? Right. Okay. So remember, same bat time, Same bad channel tomorrow. I'll see you guys then.